T.Y.'s the guy that you want to make sure you touch if you're up there pressing him. So if you miss, or if you're up there and you just like, you're trying to try something out new that you saw this week and your coach just told you about it, like, yeah, make sure, try to go up there and play with him. Look, he's not one of the ones you want to play with at the line, because if you get past you, like, he's gone and he's not coming back.
What is up, guys? It's George with Fantasy Outlook, back at it again with another video, here to ruin your fantasy team one piece of advice at a time. I'm gonna be giving you my take on T.Y. Hilton and what his fantasy value is heading into the 2019 season. But before I get into that, make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. I'm pumping out videos left and right, so if you're a fan, go ahead and subscribe. There's many more Outlook videos coming down the pipeline, so make sure you check them out.
It's Hilton for the Indianapolis touchdown.
If you're watching this video, you probably already know how good T.Y. Hilton is. The dude is as consistent as they come and doesn't really ever get talked about that much when you discuss the NFL elite wide receivers. Maybe it's his size or the fact he plays in Indianapolis, I don't know. But going into 2018, there was some concern that Andrew Luck's shoulder was going to affect T.Y. Hilton's fantasy value. And even though the Colts offense did start slow entering the year, Andrew Luck and T.Y. Hilton eventually ended up having monster years.
Deep shot down the field. T.Y. Hilton. He's got him. Hilton on his feet. 5 and zone. Touchdown. 68 yards.
76 catches, 1,270 receiving yards, 6 touchdowns is what T.Y. produced last year with Andrew Luck back. He was a solid wide receiver 2 and actually put up wide receiver 1 numbers 6 out of the 14 fantasy weeks. I'll take that any day of the week and twice on Sundays.
Now he goes deep again for T.Y. Hilton. He's shooting for a touchdown. Delvin Rowe fell down again.
Just last week, the Colts signed Devin Funchess to a $13 million contract, and a lot of the reaction I've been getting has been negative in terms of how this affects T.Y. Hilton's fantasy value, and I don't really get why. Besides T.Y. Hilton last year, the Colts receiving core was straight trash. Eric Ebron was actually their second best receiver, and no offense to Eric Ebron, he's a good player, but if Eric Ebron is your second best receiving option, you gotta do better. Funchess is a possession receiver, which is exactly what Luck and Hilton need. Hilton gets to go back to his deep threat role while Funchess occupies the short and intermediate stuff. I like Funchess as a wide receiver 3 in 12-team leagues. Obviously, going from Cam to Luck is an upgrade. Funchess is a boring pick, but he'll be profitable as a guy you can get on the cheap. Wide receiver is the deepest it's been in years, in my opinion. It's going to be interesting to see where everyone falls by the start of the season. But as of right now, I have T.Y. as the 12th overall wide receiver. I trust him to be more consistent than Amari Cooper and more healthy than AJ Green. T.Y. is a 3rd round guy for me. I love him in the 3rd, especially if you're able to get him in that late 3rd round. Fade AJ Green, fade Cooper, get T.Y. on your team.
Luck going deep for Hilton. He is able to make the catch for the touchdown.
Alright guys, that's my take on T.Y. Hilton. What do you think about T.Y. Hilton? Are you drafting or staying away? Let me know in the comments below, and as always, make sure to be on the lookout for more Fantasy Outlook vids.